Hey guys, so today we're going to be looking at HTML formatting elements and HTML comments. And we're going to be referring to W3 schools as usual. So here we go. Okay, so today we're going to be looking at HTML again. So HTML formatting and HTML comments. And again, we're referring to W3 schools. So basically we're gonna be looking at quotations, HTML quotations a bit later. But for now we have formatting elements, which we're going to be looking at briefly, and then comments and inline comments. So formatting elements are designed to display special types of text. So you have bold, strong, italic, emphasized, marked, small, deleted, inserted, subscript, and superscript. So first we're going to be looking at B and strong. So the B defines bold text without any extra importance. Like this text is just bold. They've just highlighted it for some reason. It's not really that important. So meanwhile, the strong element defines like text with strong importance, and that's also typically displayed in bold. So if we look at this one, you see it's displayed in bold, and then if we look at strong, it's also displayed in bold. But like this text is usually for like if you want to like if it has a specific importance. Meanwhile, bold is like when you just define bold text without any extra reason. So then there's HTML-I and EM. So these two basically make it italic. So I stands for italic. It's like a control I in a Google document, for example. And the HTML-I element defines a part of text in the alternates voice or mood. It's like when you want to make text italic, it's if you have like, it's for example like a thought or like a phrase from another language, a ship name. So something that's like displayed in with another voice. And so for example, this text is italic, so it'll just be displayed in italic. Meanwhile, the EM is basically emphasized text, and the content is displayed in italic. So this is like for like extra stress on that specific thing. So like, yeah, so it's basically like emphasis. So you use verbal stress. So like if you stress a specific word or a phrase or something. Then there's the HTML small element, which is basically defined in smaller text. So here's a normal text, and it'll just make it smaller. Like if you want to add like a side note to a picture or something like that, you can use this element. Then HTML mark defines text that should be marked or highlighted. So for example here, this is basically like I said, you can highlight using bold, but this is basically like you actually highlight it with like, you know, yellow color and stuff. So there you do a normal, like you're using a highlighter basically. Then there's del. So the del element defines text that has been deleted from a document, and browser will usually do like a strike through the, or like a line through the word. So here you see blue is striked over. So where they have used the del tag inside the p tag, there's a strike. They've striked over it. Then there's ins. So this basically defines text that has been inserted into the document, and the browser will do an underline on it. This is del, that's like on the word, and then ins is like this word has been inserted later, so it's like red, so it's underlined. Then there's sub, so that's a subscript, and subscript text appears half a character below the normal line, and is sometimes rendered in smaller font. Subscript can be used in chemical formulas like H2O. So basically like underneath or like above. So subscript is like, you see, here it's written as below, so it's like in chemical formulas. So in chemistry it's used to write like, here in H2O you see the 2. Then there's the SUP element, so that's superscript, and that will appear above the normal line. So subscript is like below, and then superscript is for like above. So it's used in like footnotes and stuff. So it's the opposite of subscript. This is also used in chemical formulas, but it's also used in like, for example, Wikipedia footnotes. You might have seen 1, 2, 3 like different sources and links and stuff. So that's all of the HTML like formatting elements. And then we're going to be looking at comments. So This is pretty simple. The HTML comment tag, you can add comments here. So you use the syntax to just do like an exclamation mark and 2 dashes, and obviously the opening tag and the closing tag. And the closing tag is a bit different. You see, usually we have a slash here, but here it's just dashes. In the opening, you add opening, exclamation, and then 2 dashes, then 2 dashes in the closing tag. Then comments can be used to like hide content, so if you don't want to show, it's basically the same as in Python, like when you just want to comment out something. And you can hide a section like this. So you just open it here and then close it at the bottom. And then you can do like an inline comment. So here, yeah, you can just put it into a line. So it's quite versatile compared to if you look at bytes and comments. And here, if you look at this, then all of this is basically